I'm Amanda.
And I'm Halle.
And we have been best friends since the 3rd grade. And now we're like 24. We're old.
Right.
You know how in elementary school, everything would be done by last names? So you'd sit by people with similar last names. So you were right before me in the list.
Yep,
so it was just inevitable that we were going to become besties in 3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
I would say we weren't that cool, but, you know, it's fine.
We weren't the coolest. But we were cool on, like, games that we would play.
Yes.
We basically lived a double life.
We did. We were the Hannah Montanas of our elementary school and middle school. So we'd hang out all day. No one cared about us, right? And then we'd go home. And we grew up in the era of virtual worlds. Mm-hmm. It was the best thing ever.
Amanda was a lot more disciplined than me. Like, she would have, like a cutoff time. Like, hey, I got to be off at this time. But for me, I was, like, not the not-so-disciplined one. And I would end up playing, like, way past we even got off the phone. And I wouldn't even get my homework done. So, yeah.
Meanwhile, I was at home. I was required to get my homework done before I called Halle. And I had to set a timer for, like, an hour. Mm-hmm. Or, like, an hour and a half on the weekdays.
Yes.
It seems like nobody is talking about Bearville.
Bearville is a key part of our childhood.
Absolutely. For sure. We would, play all day at school, go home, call each other on the phone, and immediately hop on Bearville.
Oh, yeah.
And just play all day.
I think, too, like, not necessarily having, like, a big friend group in school and, like, having that escape, like, getting home and playing Build-A-Bear for hours and feeling like you had, like, a community that you fit in with. I think that's what made me love it so much more.
Yeah, agreed. And I feel like we were cool online. We had that escape.
Yeah.
And I feel like that resonates with a lot of people like us. Because it's, we love Bearville, right? But no one at school really talked about it. No one.
Oh, no.
Like, if it was anything, it was just Webkins and that's it. Like, when it became something, like, we wanted to do, radio silence. But it was amazing. So you want to tell people, if they don't know what Build-A-Bearville is, what it was all about?
So Build-A-Bearville was like a virtual world where, if you remember going to Build-A-Bear Workshop as a kid and buying a bear and getting to, like, buy the clothes for it and everything, you would also get a code on your receipt where you would be able to register the bear online. You could either do it, like, at the workshop, or I think you could do it at home too. So you'd be able to sign up with your bear, and that would immediately give you access to the game.
Yes, and I loved that because it was a one-time purchase sort of a thing, or if you were to buy more things for your character to have, it wasn't a membership. And yeah, it felt nice because it wasn't as money draining as some of the other sites.
It was nice how just having the bear itself give you so much access to the game. Mm-hmm. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And for me, like, my parents, we weren't going to the mall much. My parents, we didn't go to Build-A-Bear much, so I probably only had 2 or 3 bears. But it still allowed me so much, not freedom necessarily, but it didn't feel very, like, inclusive, like how a lot of virtual worlds would seem or be.
So you know how virtual worlds, they all have servers, right?
Yeah.
And I think we were talking about this before. I think it's called dens, right? Like, the servers were called dens. And what was interesting is you chose from a lot of continents. And then they had, like, a list of servers to join. But also when you logged on, if your friends were online, there was, like, an online friends list, and you could click on their name and teleport to them and be at their den wherever they were, which was very convenient for me.
And we were always online.
Yeah.
Either, like, one of us. If I signed on, she was already online.
Yeah. And I would always get so excited when you teleport to me, and I'd be like, oh my God.
Teleport.
Yeah.
I love that. I forgot about that word. Yes.
So my name was Amanda 4-Leaf Clover 664.
And mine was Bryn 2 Hip 23.
And I've always wanted to know, so, like, my name obviously was, I didn't have any creativity. I was just like, let me put my name and then a cool thing. And then 663 other people thought the exact same thing in that name generator. Yeah, because the number is based on how many other people already have that username.
Right.
So I was a very uncreative, popular name.
Oh, wow. Well, that says a lot about mine then.
Yeah, yours is unique. Only 22 other people had it.
Bryn Too Hip. I used to love the name Bryn.
Yeah,
that's where that came from. Because we had a classmate named Bryn.
Yes, we did.
And, I was like,
and she slayed.
She did. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow, I wish I had that name.
And
Too Hip. I think I wanted to just make it like kind of like sassy. Yeah! You know, I've always been a little sassy. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that's where that came from. I loved my username.
Yes, it was so cute. Oh my gosh. I think Build-a-Bearville was so well thought out. What other virtual world had an hour's worth of music on a playlist that would just rotate through for you?
So much music.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like, I don't know. I wouldn't say 100 songs. But honestly, at least 20, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember they sold a CD with all of the songs on it, and I, as an adult, really wish I had it.
I didn't know that they sold that.
It was like at the register at the store. I remember seeing it, and then I looked at the back, and there were some songs that weren't on Build-a-Bearville, but like a lot of overlap. And I was like, oh.
I wonder how much that CD would sell for today.
I bet it's like $100 on eBay.
Oh my gosh.
Time to start saving.
I used to really like that song. What was it? It was Be Bearific.
Be Bearific. Yeah, be Bearific. Okay, don't the bad news lose your front. We gotta work it out, honey, by the pound. Yes. I love that song. Oh my gosh. I liked Be Bearific. I loved oh god.
Teddy Bear Heart.
No, because listen, Teddy Bear Heart was an unrealistic expectation of love in the future.
That is true.
And now as 24-year-olds, we know nobody's
having a teddy bear heart out here.
A teddy bear heart in the real world.
We do though.
We do. We're the exception. So. Especially no man has a teddy bear heart.
No.
You know, another Bob was Bears Around the World.
Oh yeah. I think he really liked that one.
Yeah, I love the bilingual experience. Yeah. I felt seen.
It's funny too because I feel like when you got on Build-A-Bear, you always listened to the music. I didn't always.
I was like, I even loved the instrumentals. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There's like a sports themed one. I
don't remember that.
It was, oh my god, it was so uplifting. It was by Caffeine.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh my god. But the map was cool. There were a lot of cool locations, and over the years it kept expanding, you know. It started off just like the regular town, grew to like, you know, I remember when the beach opened.
Oh.
And it had the jet ski, and you could go to
I do remember that.
Yeah. Wow. I had one of those. So we both had cup condos because we had our bears. We did. But I got the store credits to get a beach house. I remember that.
That's fancy.
I know. I felt so bougie. And I'm like, as a 24-year-old now, I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever have my own beach house.
No. You're going to have a beach house. But you know what?
It's not economical in the real world. There were 2 hurricanes going through Florida. Yeah. And there were no hurricanes in Build-a-Bearville, so I didn't have to worry about insurance. We usually met in, like, what, Town Square?
It was Town Square, or where else was it? Not the Meadow. Town Square, and then...
Was it called the neighborhood where it was right by the cup condos?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a
We're
circle.
only on, like, hoverboards or something?
Oh, my God, yes, they had rides! Yes. Oh, my gosh, we had hoverboards, angel wings. Little... I had the wings for a while. Oh. And then...
I don't think I ever had the angel wings. I'm jealous.
Well...
What about the little mall cop?
Yes,
thingies?
I had that.
What do you even call those? I don't know the name.
Ooh.
We'll just
Segway.
Yeah, a Segway.
Yeah.
I think I had one of those.
I think you did.
I know I had a hoverboard.
Yeah.
Did they have roller skates? Or am I crazy?
They did, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I loved the map, though. Like, the places to go were so chill.
And they had so many options. I mean, when you say that Bearville was so well thought out, it's so true because it's like there was like what seemed to be endless amounts of music to play, endless amounts of places to go on the map, endless amounts of games to play. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was like you could spend the rest of your life on there. And we had our cup condos. I I have a picture of mine. I'm so glad I screenshotted it, like, so I can remember it. It was just a pink house on the outside. Like, it was just, everything was pink. Like, the rims of, like, the roof, everything, different shades of pink.
I think mine was pink, too.
Yes.
But I think, okay, so you had rooms. I think I only had, like, a couple rooms. How many rooms did you have?
Gosh, didn't you get a room for every pet
I think you did.
You had?
And you were racking up with the bears.
I was racking up.
You had a lot.
I was so lucky because when I started the game out, I was like, I want to like activate my bears, but all my bears from birthday parties and things from the past that I receive when you go into the birthday party, you get a free one. And like the ones I had personally were all before the codes started. So you would go to the store and say like, I have like these bears. They were done I bought them before Build-A-Bearville started, but I want to have them in the world. And they give you this little pamphlet thing, and each one of those you could redeem 5 different bears.
Wow.
And the person working was so nice. They gave me like 5 of those like packs. Wow. Like, so I had like 20 bears probably because I had those codes. The only thing they didn't do was they gave you the like room, right? And the whole like basically the unlocked experience of Build-A-Bearville.
Yeah.
Except for the item that you'd get with the bear.
Right.
So like I just had them, you know what I mean? But it was so nice and worth it because I got like all this stuff, even though I didn't have 20 bears.
So you would get 5 bears just from one code.
Yeah. Or like maybe
insane.
I don't remember if it was one code or if there were 5 different like codes in there, but like each pamphlet I got to use 5 times.
I'm jealous.
Like 4 or 5 times. I know.
That's such a good little
I should have told you about that
deal.
I know.
Yes.
And then I think after a while they stopped it because it was like I guess the grandfathering period.
Yeah.
And you know, can't do it forever.
Well, too, 5 bears. Okay, not that you were getting 5 actual bears like right here, but like
I'm gonna cover its ears. I did not care for the actual physical new bear. Except for, like, a couple that I got, like, my lamb and stuff. And, like, this hypoallergenic one. I cared about their experience online. I'm so sorry.
That's so true, because this is not my favorite bear. I mean, this is, like... It's, like, OG bear, right?
Yeah. Like, that's the classic, like... Yeah. I got it, or I... Like, also, when you would go to the birthday parties, they would give you, like, that one. You had a couple, like, different shades of brown to choose from. Oh, but those are the cutest. We went to Build-A-Bear Workshop the other day. Remember we went to the mall?
Weeks ago, yes.
Yeah.
And it still looks similar as it did. For some reason, it feels smaller to me.
It does. I guess because we're, like, large human adults now.
Yeah.
But, like, none of the bears were, like, they were all, like characters from other franchises. And you couldn't really find a classic-looking bear.
And it's kind of sad to me.
Yeah. Like, I understand that's probably the only way to, like, really stay sustainable and, like, keep the company open.
When they're, like, characters from, like, movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I miss when they were, like, just simple bears, but they had, like, really cute prints on them, you know? Like, I saw one, it was on Depop, and it was a cat. It was a cat Build-A-Bear, and it was Halloween themed, and it was light orange, and it had like pumpkin prints on it.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it was selling for $250.
That's ridiculous. I could never. Oh my gosh! But did you know that Build-A-Bear Workshop has an 18+ like section on the website now?
I didn't know that.
You can buy spicy bears, like I think they sell like lingerie on it and stuff. Wow. And it's like adult themed.
So guys, you know what to get your girls. You know what she wants. You know what to get her.
Every girl wants an 18+ after dark Build-A-Bear.
I love that. And that's definitely catering to adults.
If you played Build-A-Bearville and your like partner knows, they probably bought you it. They're like, come on. Come on now.
But that's not in stores, right? It's just online.
I don't think so, but I don't think it's just online. They could not get away with putting that. It's not like a Spencer's where they can have the section in the back, you know?
That's insane.
I know.
What's crazy too, like on that note of going in Build-A-Bear, I actually saw a Build-A-Bear Workshop in a local Walmart, which I never even knew Build-A-Bear Workshop would ever be in a Walmart. Yeah. And if you guys have seen that, then let us know. But I certainly was surprised.
Oh my gosh. I had a duck and you could like press its paw and it was like, I love you. It was so cute.
You had a duck. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if I was going to Build-A-Bear, I wouldn't choose a duck, but
really?
that's just me.
Some people have exquisite taste, you know.
Exquisite. My favorite Build-A-Bear I had was the Dalmatian. Themed one that you and I got when we went on a trip for my birthday. I used to never go to the mall much as a kid, so me going, like my parents bringing me, was a treat. And I had begged them for me and Amanda to go for my birthday one year, and they had like a Dalmatian themed one that was it was like limited edition for Valentine's Day, and I thought that it was just so girly and cute, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be mine.
Yes. It was cute. I really only remember it being online at the Cub Condo, but yeah,
it had a name too, and I don't remember the name, unfortunately.
I don't remember any of the names of my bears either. Back to like the map, it kept growing over time. The greatest expansion Build-A-Bearville ever came up with was the North Pole.
Oh, yes. The North Pole, that was something that came around like close to Christmas time, and it made you want to be online like even more than you already were. And honestly, me and Amanda were probably already averaging like 7-8 hours. I mean, would you say that on school night? Well,
for a school night, it was probably 2 or 3 hours for me.
Yeah, but on the weekends.
On the weekends, probably like
all
10
day
hours
long
or something. It's like crazy.
It's so funny. I saw this TikTok earlier, and it was someone that was referring back to Build-A-Bear, and they were like, they said we were young and getting on Build-A-Bear every day like it was our job, like clocking in like it was our job. It was. It felt like it.
Oh my God, yes. But like, think about that North Pole though. The construction, the idea of it was genius. You had the train station, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like departing or like arriving in like 4 minutes or whatever.
We would meet there.
For the countdown. You get on the train and you have like 30 seconds, right? Or like a minute to get on. And then like once that minute's up, it departs.
Right.
And then everyone that got on the train is like inside the train.
I remember that. It was cool. And they also used to have, what was the other place that you could go to?
The carnival.
Yeah. I remember the carnival.
Yeah.
Ferry ride?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
We loved Build-A-Bearville so much that we were even like participating in things off the website, like on other places.
We wanted to get like even more creative because you and I were already doing like music videos on our own and like using Windows Movie Maker. So we were like, well, why not make music videos on Build-A-Bear?
Oh, absolutely. Like if y'all remember back in those times, like late 2000s, people were making music videos most popularly on like The Sims 2. Like making music videos with like Kardashian video with like the strawberry soda. It's amazing. And so that bled into virtual worlds as well. So Build-A-Bearville was definitely one of them.
Right.
And we would just make music videos.
Yeah, I remember like it was one day we were just sitting at like your desktop computer. I think we had just gotten done eating lunch or something. And, we used to do that. We'd sit by each other and play games like at your house or whatever. And I think we had started working on videos. And your first one, it was Black and White.
Black and White by Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I love that.
It got like 300 views and I was like, yes.
That's a ton.
Yeah, I was balling.
You're killing them.
Oh, but you did even better. Yours performed well. Yeah. You had a following.
My first one was just an intro.
Yeah, it said Bryn 2up23's first video, and I wasn't in it. The betrayal.
You were just busy doing homework.
Probably.
Yeah. To be fair, I had nothing to do with those girls.
Yeah. Halle doesn't know who those people are anymore, but she definitely knows me.
They weren't even friends. They were acquaintances.
So Yesterday by Hilary Duff.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
But your first video was actually killing it. Because that video of mine only has like 30 views, 40.
It also could have been that it was on my dad's account because I wasn't allowed to have my own YouTube account. And, there'd be like reels of my dad because he's a meteorologist like on TV, like important like storm coverage clips, right? Like highlight reels. And then Build-A-Bearville music video. Out of nowhere.
But I love that because that's giving his viewers a little bit of balance.
Right.
It's like, here, okay, you want to see if there's a storm coming? Why not just see this too while you're at it? A nice music video, animated.
Yeah.
And honestly, those editing skills, top notch.
Oh my gosh.
There was also this website that me and Amanda would get on that was called Bearville Insider. And I remember, like, back then, there used to be all kinds of websites people would make. Like, I think that they were called forums, right? And I remember at one time, I had my own website. I don't know if you did. But this was, like, a thing. But Bearville Insider, it was like this forum you could go to, and like it would have all kinds of information on it, like stuff that was going on, or like tips and tricks for things. And yeah, what exactly do you remember about Bearville Insider?
I remember, like, I don't even know what we were chatting that much about on there.
Yeah.
I remember it being on it all the time.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't remember really what I talked about. Like, I feel like a lot of kids probably gravitated to, like, the role play stuff because there was, like, a role play section.
Oh, I do remember the role play.
I never touched that. I just really remember avidly, like, the signatures that you would have and the profile pictures you would have.
I remember that.
And there is, like, a section on the forum where you could have a shop where you fill out a form in the comments and they'll make you, like, avatar or the signature. And so I just remember, like, ordering cute ones.
Right.
And, like, and I had beef with a mod on BearvilleInsider.com.
Really?
One-sided beef. It was just me. I think I did something wrong on the forum because it was, like, right when I first joined when you told me to get on it. And I think I, like, put something somewhere wrong, and then they came to my profile and told me, like, don't do that, or, like, you did this wrong. I was like, so sorry, like, da-da-da. And they're like, it's all good. But I don't know. There was some autumn, like, their name had something to do with fall, and, like, you go to the profile picture, it was, like, a maple leaf, and it was, like, very red-orange themed. You know, but I was like, why are they telling me what to do? Like,
I remember that. Like vaguely that name. And two, another thing I remember about the forum, they also had this thread where if you had websites, you could like share your website. If you remember that. Yeah, that. And then they also had like more threads where like if people wanted to trade for things, like they would advertise that. Like for example, like I really wanted to get bunny glasses. So, like,
bunny glasses
to trade.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. The bunny glasses. I never got them.
No, I didn't either.
How did you get them? Bear slippers. I think you gave me them.
Maybe.
But I never got bunny glasses. And to this day, I think about what my life would have been like if I just had those bunny glasses on my pro character walking around. All the cool kids had them, and I didn't.
You were cool if you had bunny glasses. That was like the most rare item, I would say.
Yeah.
Wow. I almost wonder what could have been traded to get bunny glasses.
You made a video on YouTube about what you would trade. I remember.
I don't remember.
And
I don't think anyone wanted what I had because I never got them.
Yeah, it was so sad. But, you know, we didn't need, just like in real life, we need the cool items. That was pretty much everything we know about Build-a-Bearville in our time on there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But did you know they're making a Bearville rewritten?
You mentioned something about that to me.
Yes.
And I have actually seen some like TikTok clips of like teasers, and y'all, it literally looks exactly like Bearville and how it used to look.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine it's going to be insanely similar.
I'm so excited. I used to play a little bit of like a Club Penguin rewritten sort of thing with my friend Jessie, and you know, those rewritten projects, I think in order for them to like fly on the internet because of like, you know, copyright and stuff, it has to basically just be an exact copy of it and no profits made and everything's free to play.
Right.
And so I'm really excited.
Definitely want to play.
Yes, me
play
too.
Together.
We're gonna play. Oh my god. We'll make a video on it when it's finally out.
Yes.
Of us playing. But I do know, I was looking at their TikTok and I was like, oh, love these people, Stan. They are looking for people who still have their computers, like their old laptops, with like a history of playing the game on there. So if you have that, contact them because they need it for their JavaScript development, I think.
Wow.
I'm not a computer science girl, but hit them up if you do.
Yeah, that is super cool. And you won't need to have a bear or anything to play this.
It's all going to be free to play. You can probably have as many bears as you want.
Do you know, is there any leads on when it's going to release?
No, they haven't really had a date. Thank y'all so much for watching our very first episode of Virtual Girlies.
Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in.
Hopefully you enjoyed our little topics. We go pretty niche, I know.
Yes.
But we're just going to continue this little hype, you know. We're going to talk about other virtual worlds, TV shows we loved growing up, all the pop
music,
culture.
yeah.
Maybe even delve into like some tea or like the fun things about elementary school. Because we had a fun childhood, I would say.
We were besties for a long time.
I'm sure a lot of you resonate with this like online world connection you had outside of school. So I thought we should just share it. No one's talking about it.
Yes, definitely let us know if you played and what your favorite things to do on there were, and if you're going to be interested in visiting Bearville Rewritten when it's out.
Yes, we'll add you and we'll all be friends.
Yes.
It'll be fun. All right, see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.